Welcome, you're watching us here on Samsung's Solve for Tomorrow 2023, a national education and innovation competition that calls on young minds to explore creative solutions for important challenges. Well, this year we invited innovations under 4 key themes: education and learning, environment and sustainability, health and wellness, and diversity and inclusion.
That's right, and we received thousands of entries in each category, Mangalam, but from all those brilliant ideas, an expert jury from Samsung has selected 10 enterprising young teams who are here to make a change. Today we'll meet the first 2 teams from our top 10 and get to know them better.
I just can't wait, so let's go straight. Our first team comes from Ahmedabad, Gujarat. They're making communication more inclusive for sign language users through a portable device. We have with us Aditi, Varun, and Amit from Team Hackavengers with their innovation, the Voicer.
मेरे पापा एक टेलर है। एक दिन मैं अपने पापा के शॉप पे बैठा था और एक लड़की आई जो बोल और सुन नहीं सकती थी। तब वो लड़की मेरे पापा को अपनी साइन लैंग्वेज में कुछ बताने की कोशिश कर रही थी, पर मेरे पापा कुछ समझ नहीं पा रहे थे। उस दिन मुझे ऐसा लगा कि मेरे को जो लोग बोल और सुन नहीं सकते उनके लिए कुछ करना चाहिए।
अमित आया ये आइडिया लेके मेरे पास और मुझे लगा कि हाँ वाकई में ये बहुत बड़ी प्रॉब्लम है एंड आई थिंक दैट्स अ काइंड ऑफ पीपल दैट वी वांट टू हेल्प सो दे कैन गेट अ इक्वल अपॉर्चुनिटी एंड बेटर लाइफ।
तो फिर हमने कुछ सोचा इसके बारे में, क्यों नहीं हम ऐसा डिवाइस बनाए जो हैंड के मूवमेंट को कैप्चर करके साउंड प्रोड्यूस करें।
Our device, we call it a voicer. It takes the sign language moment and convert it into a normal language, like any app on your phone, which will convert a foreign language to English or Hindi.
अब हम हमारा प्रोडक्ट को नेक्स्ट लेवल पे ले जाना चाहते हैं, जिससे वो इतना एफोर्डेबल बन जाए कि वो सब लोग उसको यूज़ कर सकें।
We are super excited about the new technology and this is our first step in a long journey. But we are really proud that we have started achieving what we set out to when we first thought of voices.
Our second team today has developed a headset that converts speech to text and sign language in real time so those with hearing impairments can feel more connected. Please welcome Team Musketeers from Delhi, Pratyaksh, Shakti and Bhasha.
You don't have any tools to communicate with people, to interact with them. How does life then look like? जो hearing impaired audience है, वो नॉर्मल लोगों के साथ बातचीत नहीं करती है, वो उनसे अलग ही रहती है। मैं उनके बीच का जो गैप है वो ख़त्म करना चाहता हूँ कि कोई डिफ्रेंशिएशन ना रहे कि ये पर्सन को कुछ कम सुनाई देता है, सोसाइटी को बेटर बना सकें।
The ideas of communication and communities have always fascinated me.
The power that communication has in making others understand not just what you mean, but also what you want. It is inspiring.
So Pratyaksh came to me with the solution and my reaction was like, is there something we can do about it so that the underprivileged people can get the equal opportunities in every aspect.
शुरू से ये चीज़ मेरे दिमाग में थी कि हमारा प्रोडक्ट ड्यूरेबल होना चाहिए, ईजी टू यूज़ होना चाहिए, एफोर्डेबल होना चाहिए। तो हमारे जो प्रोडक्ट हमने बनाया है इसमें यूज़र अपना मोबाइल इंस्टॉल करके इसे यूज़ कर सकता है। आई एम रियली प्राउड ऑफ व्हाट वी हैव अचीव्ड हियर और अभी तो बहुत आगे जाना है।
As an innovator, it's our responsibility to give back to the society. That's why all 3 came here for the journey of exploration. After all, we are Team Musketeers.
Well, on that note, welcome to the show, teams. First up, Hackavengers. What is that name and how do you all come up with it?
So Hackavengers is a combination of hack and avengers. Hack means innovation and a creative solution to the problem. And just like superheroes, they help people with their superpowers. Like we aim to help the society and solve their problem with our knowledge and idea. So this is how we come up with the team name.
Very interesting. So let's talk a little bit about your innovation. Tell us more about it. What technologies are you using?
So we are developing a device called Voicer, and Voicer mainly क्या करता है कि वो interpret करता है sign language को audio format में. And there are 10 sensors, and each sensors are mounted in every fingers. And these fingers are capture the movement of the finger and transfer it to a controller, and controller will perform a AI module, and it will convert into Voicer format.
Wow, that's a very interesting innovation here for those who would be speaking in the sign language. But I'm sure you guys spoke to a lot of them. What was the most interesting feedback that you received?
First of all, we are developing a gloves, but in gloves we feel sweaty. India is a very hot weather, that's why, and it's uncomfortable for wearing longer period of time. That's why we have come up with a ring structure. And in ring we have, as Varun mentioned, we have every finger has a ring, and it will send the data to the controller.
So basically, you guys are Hackavengers, but you have rings like the Thor.
Yeah.
Right. And so what is your innovation going to look like in the future?
Okay, so currently our solution is based on Indian Sign Language, but we will extend it with other countries' sign language as well. And also we are making it wireless, and it will looks like a pretty good rings.
All right, so we are expecting some fashion in there as well in future. Wonderful. What do you guys think of their idea?
I think it's a good idea, but we are here for the tough fight.
Okay. Great then. So tell us a little bit about what's the challenge that you are trying to solve. How did you come across the challenge?
When I was in school, I took part in a drawing competition which held in a hearing impaired school. वहाँ पे उन लोगों ने काफ़ी अच्छा पार्टिसिपेशन करा, बट उन स्टूडेंट्स को अपना टैलेंट कहीं शो करने की अपॉर्चुनिटीज़ नहीं मिलती थी. उनकी लाइफ बेटर करने के लिए we are building this product.
Wow, that's an interesting solution and an important one as well. The question is, how many languages does your innovation support?
So we want more and more people to use our cutting-edge AR headset. So we are currently in the process of development of a model which can support up to 25 plus Indian languages and dialects and up to 10 plus global languages. And also we are in the process of integrating sign language to impact a larger audience.
So I'm sure you've done a lot of trials with your prototype. What did you find? What changes have you been making after these trials?
So we are working on the app development and the structural design. So right now we have taken the feedback from different users, and we have made the product more accessible by decreasing its weight and by adding more features so that it can be made culturally acceptable. Along with that, we have reduced the latency from 3 seconds to 0.5 seconds.
Wow.
3 seconds to 0.5 seconds, but you know, your innovation uses a headset and a mobile app. Is there any way it can be made a lot easier, lot less devices, maybe a little more accessible than what it is right now?
We are making a smart AR headset जिसमें हम अपने मोबाइल का यूज़ कर रहे हैं सारा कंप्यूटेशनल वर्क करने के लिए, जो हमारे प्रोडक्ट को काफ़ी अफोर्डेबल बनाता है. And in our app, we do real-time live translation of voice into the text and sign languages, which is then reflected on the glass screen.
As Pratyaksh rightly said, we are currently integrating AI so that it can increase the communication capacities and so that it can be made accessible for all. Along with that, we are working on the multilingual recognition and the seamless sign language support.
Quality meets affordability in our product. Also, our marketing strategy includes collaboration with NGOs and medical units, thereby reaching our customers easily.
We're excited to see how it works, both their innovations and ideas.
Yes, absolutely. We are very excited to see both of your ideas.
So we've met the teams, we're excited to see their ideas. The stage is set. They are ready with their prototypes as well. We take a short break, but after that, we will see their innovations in action. You're watching us here on Samsung Solve for Tomorrow 2023.
Welcome back to Samsung Solve for Tomorrow 2023, a national education and innovation competition. We're here with two super solvers, Team Hackavengers and Team Musketeers, and their innovations that promote inclusion and make lives better.
Well, and for this segment, we're also joined by two experts from Samsung who have mentored our teams. They're here with us, but virtually.
That's right. Here's Team Hackavengers mentor Ashima Jain from Next Gen AI products at Samsung. She may be hard to impress, but she's excited about the fierce competition this year. And mentoring Team Musketeers is Leher Gupta from Cloud and Natural Language Processing at Samsung. She's neither too strict nor too lenient. I'd say that makes her a great mentor. Welcome to the show, mentors.
Hi, Mridu and Mangalam. Thank you so much for having me here.
Hi, Mridu and Mangalam. I'm glad to be here. Thanks for inviting me.
So let's begin. Our first team has a compact, real-time solution that gives voice to those who use sign language. Come on, Team Hackavengers, show us your innovation.
According to National Geographical Society, there are 72 million people are there who are not able to speak and hear, and they are facing many challenges in their life. So we are come up with our solution and try to ease their life.
First of all, we have tried the software solution. In the software solution, we find a dependency. So we move on to the gloves. But in the gloves, we find the problem that because of the hot in the weather, we are not able to wear longer period of time. That's why we come up with the ring structure, like here. Each finger has a ring, is shown over here, and in this finger we have attached the sensor over here. In the sensor collect the data and send it to a microcontroller over here. So in the microcontroller we have built our machine learning model, which gives us output like I perform high sign, so it will give us output like a high in voice format.
So currently we are trying to make a wireless communication, and our ultimate goal is to help these people so they can get equal opportunity in the society.
All right, that's wonderful, and what an incredible idea, right?
It is an incredible idea.
Yes, that's what we think, but let's get the mentors' feedback as well. So Ashima, you've heard your team's pitch. What do you think makes their idea really tick?
Okay, thank you for the question. And it's a privilege for me to mentor Team Hackavengers. So there are already many products which are existing in the market that try to bridge the gap between sign language and non-sign language users. But this team is trying to tapping into the wearable domain, having rings in their product. So it's a challenging problem, but they're doing it with a unique solution.
It is a challenging product, but what advice would you then give to your team, Ashima?
So I would say know your user. So to elaborate, the user is always right and you are not your user. So the problem that they're solving is for a very special community. So I think they should step into their shoes, know their day-to-day challenges they are facing and really try to address those problems at the ground level.
Right, absolutely. Feeling the customer's pain, the very first point. But any final words you want to leave Team Hackavengers with today?
So Team Hackavengers, Aditi, Amit and Varun, you've been doing great. Working for the specially abled, working to empower the specially abled is a great cause. And if you're able to, empower them even by a fraction, change their lives, it would really be a great feat. So all the best to you. It's a really proud moment for me also to mentor you guys and see the prototype come live. So all the best.
Sweet and sage advice out there, Ashima. Thank you so much for joining us. And with that, let's call on our second team. This team is using a headset and an app to make conversations more seamless for those with hearing impairments. So, Team Musketeers, show us your demo.
Words weave the fabric of connection. Imagine a world where we are not able to communicate properly in the society. Like in India, there are cases like there are 65 million of people who are suffering from hearing loss, and many children do not get the basic educational opportunity as well. And some of them are deprived of employment opportunities. But here where the innovation shines, we are building an AR headset that is like a technology at its heart and empathy at its core.
कैसे काम करता है ये AR headset आपका?
So we make this AR headset that is specifically designed for the hearing impaired people, जिसमें सामने वाला पर्सन जब जो भी बोलेगा वो उसे इसमें लिखा दिख जाएगा. यूज़र को इसमें अपना फ़ोन इंसर्ट करना है, अलॉन्ग विद उसका रिफ्लेक्शन इस ग्लास पे दिख जाएगा, जो वियर करने के बाद वो सब कुछ पढ़ पाएगा. हमारे प्रोडक्ट का काफ़ी ज़्यादा यूज़ केस है, फ्रॉम लर्निंग इन अ लेक्चर टू टॉकिंग विद एनी पर्सन. हमारा प्रोडक्ट लोगों की लाइफ में कॉन्फिडेंस बिल्ड करेगा एंड उनकी लाइफ बेटर करेगा.
So, to launch this product in the market, our business model has two aspects. First is the product sales, where we sell our product on different marketplaces. And second is the subscription model, where we offer premium feature at a monthly cost. Our business channels include collaboration with NGOs, direct to consumer, collaboration with medical units. Our targeted unit production cost is 500, allowing us to sell it for 800 rupees, making it cost effective, affordable and accessible, and thereby changing the life of hearing impaired individuals.
All right, so innovation is in place, a business plan is in place as well. Sounds great. Let's hear what the mentor's feedback is. Leher, what do you think is the strongest point in favor of your team?
Actually, when I heard their pitch, I was quite impressed. They are just not focusing on the software side, they are doing it on the hardware front also, and that's quite challenging. I hope we all do really well.
And what should they be focusing on for the grand finale?
So I would suggest them that they should focus on quality, but at the same time the target audience, which is the physically disabled people who might have the cost issues. So their pitch should be like, it should not be very expensive product and should actually reach out to the masses and they can use it.
Perfect point there, Leher. Any other feedback for Team Musketeers?
We all will make it happen. Best of luck.
All right, you all will make it happen. That's good advice and words of encouragement from your mentor. Thank you so much, Leher, for joining us here. Team Musketeers, some good advice there for you for the grand finale. Well, a lot to keep in mind as we go ahead to the grand finale, which is just a few weeks away, Mangalam.
Yes, Mridu, and the competition is only going to be more intense. So let's try out something fun with the solvers, but right after this short break. Welcome back to Samsung Solve for Tomorrow 2023, a national education and innovation competition. Well, with the innovations out of the way, it's time for our innovators to have some fun on our fun new segment, Solve for Today.
So what we're going to do is we are going to throw some questions your way, and we're looking for funny answers, funny responses. This is not a serious segment at all. So, are you ready?
Yes.
You guys are ready, right?
Yes.
All right, let's do this. Okay, so Team Hackavengers, what is your catchphrase? The one thing that you all say very often.
वो मैं सबसे ज़्यादा बोलता हूँ कि ये लोग ज़्यादा टेंशन में होते हैं तो मैं बोलता हूँ कि थई जैसे, उसका मतलब होता है कि हो जाएगा सब कुछ, तो मैं ऐसे बोलता हूँ कि थई जैसे.
થઈ જશે.
જશે.
થઈ જશે. Okay.
And થઈ જશે, તમે ગુજરાતી છો.
Yeah.
ડાન્સ કોણ કરે છે?
We all like Garba.
You all like Garba?
Yeah.
You want to do this?
Let's see a move. Come on.
Come.
Let's go.
Come, join us. You.
Why just me, Mangala?
फिर ऐसे करने का,
फिर ऐसा करने का. पीछे.
फिर ऐसे,
अच्छा, फिर दूसरा.
Just this.
Nice.
Let's do this in sync.
Okay.
हम जैसे.
All right. That was good. That was fun. A good workout.
All right. So who's the best dancer amongst you three?
I am not sure about dance, but we all like Garba, so we are expert in Garba.
Well, how can a Gujarati not love Garba, right?
Yes, Gujarati એટલે કે ગરબા તો જોઈએ જ.
So what about you all? Tell us who amongst you three is never able to get off the phone? Who's most addicted to the phone?
I think me.
You think you?
You guys agree? He's always on the phone?
Yeah.
These guys did some Garba. You all are from Delhi. Are you all doing some Bhangra?
We can.
We can, yeah.
That for another day though.
Maybe we can have a dance off on Solve for Today. Which of you could survive a zombie apocalypse? If you think we had zombies ruling over us.
I think Shakti, because his name suggests that.
Smart one.
Power.
In that case, you can solve any language crisis because your name is Bhasha. But सबसे ज़्यादा खाता कौन है? Who's always hungry?
शक्तिशाली है, खाना तो उसको पड़ेगा, right?
Energy के लिए खाना पड़ेगा.
And do you have a funny nickname for each other?
Yeah, we have funny nickname for Bhasha.
What is it?
It is BT. Bhasha Tyagi.
My name
Call
is
her
Shilsar
BT.
BT.
That was so fun, guys. In fact, it was a great round. But before we move on, there is a special message for both the teams. It's a surprise. Let's listen.
Hello everyone, I am Simran Singh, proud sister of Shakti Singh, and I want to say that Team Musketeer is working hard from beginning. And on this Raksha Bandhan, I want to wish Shakti and the whole team very best. Good luck with Samsung Solve for tomorrow, and you have got it. All the very best to all of them.
थैंक यू सिमरन, मैं जल्दी ही वापस आ रहा हूँ.
Hi Amit, happy Raksha Bandhan. May this Raksha Bandhan bring you all the success, happiness that you truly deserve, and your dreams come true. Always cheering for you. Wishing you and your team all the best.
Thank you, Stuti. I will gonna miss you over here.
That is so sweet. Well, to all our viewers too, hope you had a very happy Raksha Bandhan.
Now let's get back to solving. We will see both these teams next in the grand finale where they'll compete with the rest of the top 10. And in the end, only 3 will be chosen as the winners.
Right, and leading up to the grand finale, each week we will meet 2 teams who will wow us with their amazing innovations. So keep watching Samsung Solve for Tomorrow 2023. We are meeting 2 more of our top 10 teams.
Solving a bigger problem of uniting missing children.
We named it GeoFit. It is essentially a tracking device.
The Demeter is a hexacopter which can be used to find the diseases in the plants, can spray pesticide.
Let's lighten things up a bit. 2 of you all gang up on one.